Hello, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here then hi! I've got 2 dragon moulds that I haven't poured yet, so I'm trying out these powders from Temu just to see, because I have tried one already and brushing them on is not a good idea. When I put close-ups to them you'll see that they're not actually powders, they're clumps, lots of clumps. This one is so full of details. I'm expecting bubbles, but the resin I use is really good, and I do 1:1, and it's separated into 2 cups and put on my heat mat for about 10 minutes just to warm through, and it works a treat. So right now I'm putting alcohol, isopropanol, in, and I'm going to mix the powders up into the alcohol and paint them on this time. But you can see, look, there's lumps. They're just lumpy. It feels so damp. So they are nice colours, don't get me wrong, but I don't think you can just brush these ones on. You've got to mix it with the alcohol, and it doesn't go on great to start off with, but then you can rub it on. So what's that word I'm looking for? There's a word. There is a word. It's called, I'm just going to say rubbing it in, because I can't think of it. You rub it in to make it shiny anyway. There we go. Ah, dear. I think beginner friendly. This is the idiot's guide to beginner friendly, because, well, you need an idiot's guide to understand what I'm saying. But it's going on well, but you can see it's a bit streaky. But like I said, you brush it with a softer brush or something, and it makes it nice and something in. Oh, I don't know. Not braining. It does something. It makes it nice anyway. Oh God. And I'm super speeding this up because, well, you don't need to see everything like slow motion. Everybody knows how to paint. Well, at least colour in, I assume. And I do like this colour. It is a really nice colour, and it dries out pretty quickly, so I'll put it back in the pot. And this is the first time I've used them like this. This blue. It is stunning. It's a really nice blue. And it is like a chameleon. They are supposed to be chameleon powders. So at some points you can see it does sort of like flick from one colour to another, but very faintly. So the cheap powders, they're good, they're not great. Yeah, definitely not great. And I wish I'd have left those clear. The eyes, I mean. And I'm using a different blue now just to give it a bit of tone. And the hands, the feet, the hair, all going to be that blue. And then I'm going to paint the other one. Now, I can't see this mould. I could not tell you what bit was what. I'm winging it. There's lots and lots of teeny tiny details, and I'm as blind as a bat. So I kind of just went with it. I think I did actually put red where I thought there was a flower. It wasn't a flower. It was something else entirely. I still don't know now it's coloured. So yeah, it's very tricky, this one. Very tricky. But like I said, I'm expecting bubbles, even though the resin I've got is absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I can't tell you which bit belongs to which. What's a tail? What's a flower? I could tell the face just about, but I only found that out when I started going around it, so it was darker, because otherwise I'd have used a different colour. Although when it's done, it does look nice, and on the finished piece it does look like it's got bubbles in, but it's not bubbles, it's actually part of the mould. So I'm quite chuffed with it, to be honest. And I've got my 1-to-1 here, and I'm mixing it. You can see streaks in it, so this is sped up. But what I tend to do is I go around the outside very slowly, and then on the inside, well, we've all seen those mixers, how they mix really, really fast. Well, that to me means you don't need to mix slow then. But I do it in the centre, dead centre, very quickly. And you can see there is no bubbles, not even micro bubbles. Maybe a couple of micro bubbles. But then that's what the alcohol is for at the end. And I go around again on the outside just to make sure that I've got all the resin from off the side of the cup. This is red paste, and it's from Temu again. Now, obviously I can't get into it because my hands are being bad today. I feel like I've got giant Shrek hands, and they're just shaky and painful. But, you know, be right. And this is nice red. It's a very nice red. I'm just looking for something to try and mix it with because it does look like it's separated a little bit. So I've mixed it up, and it's nice, don't get me wrong, but it's not like the green one. The green one made it very, very opaque. This still ended up being translucent even with 2 lots pouring in. And so I'm not overly keen on this one. I mean, we all know red's a pain in the butt to get a decent red, but yeah, it was just far too thin. Translucent, it's just... I wanted it to be... No. Scratch that, start again. I wanted it to be opaque, like the actual pot itself. And I'm not tipping the whole pot in just to get that colour. So yeah, I'm not going to get the red one again. But the green one was absolutely beautiful. So next time I think I'm going to try the pink one I've got. Because the black's the same. It's translucent, like the red. But the green, awesome. So I'm wondering if it's because they are both tricky colours. Don't know. But I'm pouring in slowly from a height, and I overfill it because that's me. And I've made too much because I did not know how much these were going to take. So I ended up having to grab another mould and my mushroom topper. It's the mushroom mould that I just top up with waste bits. It's looking quite weird at the minute. It's got hearts on top, it's got black, it's got white, it's got red. I don't know. I could always paint it if it looks ridiculous. But that's that one done. Now this one, I poured this too fast because I actually wanted just a little layer in so I could sprag the mould about a bit. Now you've noticed I don't use gloves. I put Vaseline on my hands, make sure it's all rubbed in nicely before I start, and then to wipe it off I use the wipes and some baby oil because baby oil stops the stickiness, and then I go and wash my hands after. So yeah, look at this. Way too overfilled. In fact, I've got a little blob on my mat on my table that's just come off. I'm quickly trying to scrape it all in using the stupidest littlest tool in the world. I mean, why didn't I just get a big lollipop stick? That would have made sense. But obviously, this is me. And I don't make a lot of sense. So yeah, I'm paddling. It's like paddling in a boat with holes in it. It's just forever on and on and on. Oh dear. I still end up making a mess anyway. But as you can see, I wipe everything down as I'm going. Because I don't want to pick it up and then get it on my hands. So I am being super careful. And I work in a well ventilated area. And this is the mould that I thought, oh, this has got little tiny bits in. Well, maybe if I put this in, that'll bring out those bits. It's just leftover resin from the last project. Now, I haven't decided what I'm doing with this yet. I don't know whether to make it into a plaque or a book cover. And there's my odds and sods mushroom. And a very huge close-up of my hand. And the fake ring that's turning my finger black. But yeah, I'm doing this dragon, and I don't know. Should I make it into a book cover? Because I can make my own notepad, you see. Maybe I could have one that I could carry around with me. Maybe. It's not a bad idea. Because all you need is a couple of rings. And I think I actually have some. Somewhere. And this is the resin I use. I'll put in the link below. I can't remember what is it iModular or something like that. It's really good. And you can see how big the bottle is. And it lasts me quite a long time because I do all sorts of other projects. And this was the last, well, I thought that was going to be the last project out of this bottle, but I've still got a couple of projects left in there. And it is really, really good. And you'll know in a minute because there are no bubbles. Absolutely no bubbles. No holes. No missing bits. I mean, you can't really see the dragon because it's all one colour. But I'm going to highlight that. That's not quite ready. It's a little spider. And there's the bits that's overflowed. And I'll put them all in a trash box so I can use them again. Not keen on the idea of that blue sticking around. So I'm going to have to soapy water them. It's too much. But it's come out super cute. And here, on his horns, I'm going to say horns, they look like bubbles. They're not. It's like rivets. So it looks really cool. And I'm chopping off the little bits, but my hands are really struggling. So I don't do that to the other one. Not so much. So I'll do that at a later date because my hands can't cope with it today. So I'm just chipping off the overspill. And I try and get as much as I can. And then go in with scissors. My nippers usually get it, but there's far too many crevices. Is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah, crevices. So it's a bit of a awkward thing to do. And I'm using my pen just to give him some teeth and some lively eyes. Eyes that look alive. Oh, good God. I quit. I quit. Oh dear. And I do the same with the dragon. But now I want to put some UV resin on the eyes just to make them shiny. Because they're both matte moulds. And I do the eyes and I do the edges of the wings and I do his body to make him all nice and shiny. So there's a contrast in textures. So you've got your shiny and you've got your matte. And I think it makes it look a lot better. Oh, I know, so I'll do his mouth. So it looks like his mouth's wet. Don't know why, I just had to. But he is cute. I'm not keen on the eyes though. I might go back over them and just paint them black and then do the dots. Don't know. Let me know what you think. Should I black the eyes? Or leave them as they are? Now, this one, this dragon, I like this dragon. Like I said, I still can't tell half of what it is. I mean, I think there's some bits I could have done with doing the blue colour to be part of the dragon, but like I said, I really can't tell. So now I'm going to UV that, and then I'm going to highlight the red dragon and use a gold pen. It shows it up a lot better just by highlighting it, because I didn't want to colour it in, because then that would be just pointless. And I'm not sure if I should do another colour for the actual rip motions or leave. I don't know, I'm not sure. And I keep knocking those blooming dragons off that resiner's light. I'm clumsy as out. But you can see the dragon coming to life now. It's just appearing. I mean, I love the claws. Oh, they're so good. I love the dragon claws. And obviously, because I'm professional, I'm at the bottom of the screen again, and you can't see half of what I'm doing. So yeah, this may be a beginner-friendly video for resin, but not for actually making a video. And I did get some gold to go onto the back bit, and I didn't want it there, so I just used a paintbrush and some alcohol just to wipe it off. Just want to take this opportunity to say thank you to my subscribers, old and new, and my members, and thank you all for being here and watching. I really greatly appreciate you all, and any help that I get goes straight back into the channel. So yeah, thank you all for being here. So right now I'm just drilling some holes in, and you can still see the overpour on here. I haven't cut it off yet. Like I said, hands, youch. And I've got this ring, and it's supposed to help bend the jump rings so you can do it. Only because it was really irritating me, and I'm like, nah, just go back to your old ways and just use 2 pair of pliers, and that worked out better. I mean, don't get me wrong, it works, and if it had stayed in the right place, it probably worked better. And I'm using far too small jump rings, and I have to find some big ones. So I'm only going to show you this one being set up. You don't need to see the same thing twice. And they're just going to be little hangers. Just pretty little hangers that you can just hang up on a wall or a door or a hook. Maybe even a window, but not one that's in direct sunlight. And I'm going to put the hook on and some chain to put the little droppers on, the balls. I got them from Temu as well. They're really quite sweet. I like them. I thought I'd do the blue one for the blue dragon and the green one for the greener dragon. And I quite like them. I think they work nice. Except for those eyes. Please let me know if you think I should do them black, because I'm really not sure. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with this one. Me still faffing with chain and not being able to get my hand around them. Oh God, couldn't pick things up at all. Absolutely rubbish. So yeah, always twist your jump rings, never pull. Just in case you've never done it before. So there's that one. And I'm going to put in the ring at the top. And then it'll be done, finished. Look at that. I can't hold on to things properly today. I shall have to try again another day. But yeah, twist, never pull. And I'd like to say thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you all soon. There's going to be some pictures. And bye!
In a world of shadows like blessing, goth unicorn with a blackened wing, happy she dances under moon.